Warning: this video contains spoilers for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. If you wish to avoid spoilers until you've watched the movie, click off the video now and come back later. Hello there everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Weekly Bricks, and welcome back to another LEGO video. Now today, I'm going to be discussing my thoughts on the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie, and how well I think LEGO did on the sets they made for the movie. My goal is to gain at least one new subscriber every day, so make sure you're subscribed to my channel if you want to see more LEGO content like this. But now, let's get started. Just a disclaimer, I won't be talking about the Star-Lord helmet set. Even though it came out with the other Guardians sets last month, it's technically not a Volume 3 set, since the helmet never appeared in the movie, and it's labeled as an Infinity Saga set. First of all, my thoughts on the movie. I was told that this movie was going to be depressing and graphic and the best Marvel movie ever, and it really lived up to the hype. It's definitely one of my favorite Marvel movies now, and my favorite out of the Guardians trilogy. It was an emotional roller coaster and didn't waste any time getting into the plot. I also feel like all the main characters, every member of the Guardians, were at their peak in this movie, character development wise. The comedy was awesome, it didn't feel forced, and it felt like things that petty friends would say to each other, which makes it pretty relatable. I could see my friend group making jokes like this. The soundtrack was perfect once again. They knocked it out of the park with the songs, and they worked really well in the scenes they were in. And the villain was crazy, quite literally. He was screaming in people's faces half the time and blew up an entire planet basically with the snap of a finger. The High Evolutionary made for an interesting antagonist, and even though we didn't get an origin story for him like we got for Ego, it provides a lot of mystery for the character, which I can appreciate. I personally think he's a better villain than Kang. Overall, I'd give this movie a solid 9 out of 10. To anyone who wants to go see this movie, let me warn you that it is a very dark and mature movie. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone who is easily emotionally triggered, and I would suggest not letting your kids watch it if they're under 13. Now for my thoughts on the sets. The smallest set of the wave is the Guardians of the Galaxy headquarters. I'm glad this wasn't a 4+ set, but at the same time, if it was, it would have included prints instead of stickers. The two minifigures are Star-Lord and Buff Groot. Star-Lord is the only minifigure in this wave who appears in more than one set. I'm glad that most of the minifigures are exclusive. The build is nothing to rave about, but it does its job well at the $10 price point. I kinda wish this set was $5 or $10 more, included more of the location, and included Cosmo. The ideal situation would have been a massive, like $120 set with a bunch of different buildings and shops from nowhere and cool exclusive minifigures, kinda similar to the Monkey Kid City of Lanterns set, but I understand that they need a cheap set for kids. The middle set of the wave is Baby Rocket's ship. This one is probably the least favorite out of the wave for most people, and I'm on that same boat, or ship I suppose. The build itself is pretty functional and colorful, with it being able to move and rotate in basically every way possible. I don't necessarily mind this being a set, even though it only appeared for like 4 seconds in the movie, but we could have had more minifigures. Rocket is the only real minifigure in this set who comes with the younger version of himself, which makes no sense for them to be in this set together. This set should have included the High Evolutionary instead of Rocket, and put Rocket in another set, as well as one of his workers, and maybe even Lila would have worked well in this set. It deserves more than what it's getting here, especially at that $35 price point. The largest set of the wave is the new Guardian ship, better known as the Bowie. This one is definitely the best out of the wave, however it still has its flaws. Most notably, the cockpit is the wrong shape and color, but other than that, it's pretty accurate for its size. Even the little ships that come off of the sides appear in the movie. I wish it was a little bigger though. If they would have charged $20 or $30 extra and made it bigger and more spacious for the team, I wouldn't have minded that. However, I do love everything else about this set. The minifigures are awesome. Adam Warlock definitely stands out in the bunch. The black sand allows the ship to look good on display and even look like it's flying. And the colors of the ship work really well together, and I love the use of the pearlescent pink pieces for the engine thrusters. Overall, the LEGO sets we got for this movie are good. They're certainly not perfect, but hey, they could be a lot worse. I wish there was at least one more set in the wave, perhaps something more from Nowhere, or something from the Orgosphere with the Guardians' colorful spacesuits. The minifigures we're missing the most are Cosmo, Kraglin, Gamora, and the High Evolutionary. Hopefully we'll get them in LEGO form eventually, besides Gamora since we've already had her as a minifigure. But since these characters won't appear in the MCU anytime soon, if at all ever again, LEGO probably won't bother making them. I'm just glad that we got what we did for this movie. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, then be sure to leave a like on this video and comment down below what you thought of it. I didn't cover everything about the movie or sets, so let me know if there's anything important you think I left out. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and ring the notification bell for more LEGO content like this. Take care of yourself and those around you, and have a great rest of your day, fellow brickers. Peace out.